the trade and tariffs tsunami by Donald Trump in 21st century. My first question would be to Ali Ahmed, and it relates to you according to your long career in the customs member, National Board of Revenue. Japan's business confidence has dropped sharply amid tariff concerns. Are we seeing the early signs of a new global trade slowdown, sir?
Well, Japan is a very important country in the global trade. USA as such is quite friendly with Japan, and so have given them a concessionary rate of escalation. His escalation is there, the minimum being 10%, but Japan has got a concessionary rate, but that is going to be very difficult for Japan as well. And added to this, you might have marked it, both of you are very keen readers of international news, etc. You might have seen that in the last year, the deaths and births of Japan differs by 1 million people. That is, there has been a million more deaths than a million births. That means population is declining. Japan previously said they would be opening the country for opening. They are very conservative about these things, but 1 million in a year, despite all their big longevity, etc. So this is very alarming. And you must have been to Japan, small houses and tatami floor and all those things, they are not ready to have children, cannot have. That is the cultural situation now. So I see for Japan it's going to be a very, very difficult time ahead. And if Japan slows down, then of course the world economy itself suffers. It also, they bring it down. Even US, and US is also digging its own grave in many ways. So they will definitely go down. If this person, the present president in the US, will probably complete his term, then USA will see a slowdown, and then he will be sacking one head of department, another head of department.
He call it fire.
Yeah, as he did with this statistical head, because she said the right number and said no. He is a Democrat. So that is his type. So I foresee very bad times. In UK, it's a Labour government, is good, but because of their handling, you see now, as he said, we all have seen 674 arrests have been made. And what you must have marked, that they have agreed with Egypt, they said only once, but they did not mention later, that their foreign prisoners in their prisons will be diverted.
Deported to their country.
They will work as their storehouse, because Egypt is completely under US control and UK control, etc. So I do not foresee very good times for any of these countries. So if USA declines, Japan is declining, UK will follow suit. Germany was rising, of course, but with the pressure of all this, it is very likely that Germany may not do very well, although they have been doing it so far. So therefore, there may be a slump ahead in the world economy. I would only pray that the slump or the slowdown of the 1929-30s does not happen again. Even if it is equivalent to 2002 and 8 and 9, that would be very bad also. I bought one suit from Britain, somebody else bought it for me, just 10 pounds, Marks and Spencer, new suit from the store.
Yes.
So these sort of things might come in, business might collapse, but I do not want to be the doomsayer. I would love it to be otherwise, but seeing the condition, the natural condition of Japan and the man-made condition of the US and the rest of the world, I do not foresee very good times ahead for the world economy.
We know, sir, everything has its opposite and equal reaction according to Sir Isaac Newton, and the world has accepted this theory very well. My question will be sort of like this: how might ongoing trade disputes and sanctions reshape global supply chains in this year, 2025 and upcoming years?
Thank you for asking it again. If you remember, I told a couple of sessions before today. In one couple I said the WTO is an organization where America is a founding member, Bangladesh is, China was all the countries except Russia perhaps. So, there are rules. It is totally rules based. It is equally applicable to everyone. First of all, if I take American case, the American president has no power, legal power to impose tariffs. He can do it only when the Congress approves it first, and then he can. He cannot do it from with an executive order and
Yes, sir.
different duties for different. So, that is what he is doing, has been doing, and Congress is not saying anything. So, and perhaps cannot say. So, they are not the followers of rules. If you remember, I said in that session that there are two basic principles of this WTO. First of all, that if you enhance or reduce any tariff or tax on any good, it should be equally suffered or enjoyed by all the rest of the members. For example, if they impose 10% on China,
Yes.
or 20%, then this 20% will be on all the members, equal applicability. But he is doing whatever he wants to on any particular country, and so many rates of taxes. This is one thing that is totally illegal. First of all, because he has no authority from his country, it is not approved of by the Congress, and then the WTO is violated. So, what is the use? People can lodge an appeal or a litigation against America with the WTO. Problem is the judicial process of WTO is the judiciary. WTO judiciary is manned by 3 regions, one judge from America and one judge from the Asian, and the other is from Europe. The 3 judges might give a majority opinion or might give uniform opinion. The problem is America has not been appointing post fill vacant, and he has not been appointing a judge for the last 10-15 years. So, China has a lot of cases against America, but none of these can be adjudicated. There is no justice, because what judge America is never giving, even not Donald Trump, his previous presidents also did not do it. So, it has been actually rendered ineffective totally, and that is very unfortunate. So, this is one thing, and the other thing is that WTO is gone. The American Congress, that is Senate and the House of Representatives, are supposed to do this, especially Senate, the war or supply of sales of war material, etc. And he is not caring. He writes on this paper, holds it like this, and this sort of signature, and the whole world is going on like that.
Do you want to call it one man show?
Completely. If anything could be even worse than this description, it is that. As he said, he is sitting in his room, in his house or wherever, he goes and he decides. He cannot. He has no authority under American Constitution. He has no authority under the WTO rules, but he has been doing it. Only American people can stop him. Others can only criticize, as we do now, but we cannot do anything to stop it. So, the only thing is if any other power, whatever you call him or it, can take care of him, which they do not, rich country, rich president, so he will be treated well. So, he does not go to the other world so soon.
Don't you think luck is favoring him, because he is doing so many things which is unprecedented?
Luck also favored Hitler initially. For many years, he was conquering almost the whole of the world, but finally he had to shoot himself. But this time it is not like the German administration, but Shakespeare once said that do not call anything good or bad till you see the end of it. So, we are yet to see the end of this term, and then only can we see. But this sort of things also causes havoc to the rest of the world, as he has been causing it. So, we are all suffering and will be suffering more, not only in terms of tariffs, but also wars, famines and all those things, and like the Gazans, also deaths of small children of starvation and all those. So, these collateral damages are going to be very big, but I am not sure what is going to happen to him. But as I foresee, I may not live that long, but as I foresee, when he goes out of office, he will face a lot of criminal charges without any doubt, which may take him to jail. America is also going to suffer, because the simple logic the American policymakers or the policymaker does not understand that if he impose, he says millions of dollars are flowing. I said once, it was shown on television. How do you fit? You say for us it is say 30, 15, 20%. So our short, the easy thing will be cleared in America on payment of 15% more than it was before. Previously also there was 12%. So what happens? First of all, the buyers there will bargain with the Bangladeshi sellers and will reduce the price, not totally, because they have to survive also. But where does this all go? The enhanced price goes to the consumers. The consumer price going up means inflation. Inflation means less of many things. So there will be hunger in America also, not people like the president or the high-ups. So it is not going to be, and he had a I should say a commitment to the people that he would control inflation, but it already has gone up by 1.43%. It will go up further, and that will be coming to other countries. It will be here also. So the world is going to, unless something miraculous happens,